Good evening. This is the video newsletter for buysellshort.com for Thursday, September 25th. Huge rally on Wall Street today, 300 points at the high. Pretty much the only things moving were Dow large caps and some financial stocks. The rest of the market was pretty dead. If you had looked at your quote streamer without seeing the indice ticks, you would assume the market was actually down based on how poor the market was. Uh, as usual, they jammed the market up ahead of the news. When news came out that the Democrats had agreed on a bailout bill, the market started selling off. Republicans are actually the ones now fighting back and refusing to agree. And actually, in after hours now, they're saying that there's no bailout agreement yet. After hours, we also had RIM miss by a penny, record earnings, but they missed the moron analyst estimates, so the stock was down 25%. Apple was down in sympathy. Uh, just ugly action in after hours. Who knows where we're going to go tomorrow? If we look at the 15-minute chart here, we broke out of that bullish falling wedge. We got a big spike on it and support now 10,800. If we look at the daily chart, uh, we really don't get anyway excited until we break 11,400. Otherwise, we're looking at a possible test of the recent lows. SMH chart, it looks pretty decent here. As I mentioned, last of the analysts downgraded the semiconductor stocks a day ago, like KLAC, etc. And of course, all those stocks bounced big, and the SMH snapped back. Breakout here would be a move above the 20-day exponential. That is $26. About to get a positive MACD cross. Stochastics are deeply oversold. The analysts have all said sell, so we're pretty much looking for an excuse to move higher here. We might continue to bounce around in this 24 to 26 area while the market figures out where the hell it wants to go. US dollar continued its bounce higher today, and that came despite a pop in oil prices as well. So, a lot of disconnects in the market. Credit market is still extremely broken. They were again fighting to hold up the treasury market today. Just cash has been put on the sideline, and banks just do not want to lend. And with, the morons in Congress, you know, jawboning about what they're going to do, hope is not good right now. SMH, nice little pop on this one today. Got as high as a buck 28 before ending pretty flat. Chart still looks really, really good here. Once this gets over $1.30, it should be off to the races on BKHM. RSI about ready to break up through 30. We're about to get a positive MACD crossover. We're about to get a stochastics crossover. So this one looks pretty good for the near term. Same for AUTH. As I mentioned, trading at cash. We got a positive MACD cross today. Traded in a pretty tight range. Stochastics in the basement. So this is another stock just looking for an excuse to run big. Target 275 to 3 on this one. Stops 202. PPCO, this is a stock we've played quite a few times. It likes to sell off and then rebound pretty big. We're down at support in the 250s. Target would be a move back to the 20-day exponential. That is at 305 right now. As you can see, every rally above and below, the stock moves back to its 20-day exponential. So, we had early in the month, stock tanked from 370, then bounced all the way back to its 20-day exponential. So down here in the 250s, risk reward is pretty damn good for this stock. IMH, Impact Mortgage Holdings. These turd mortgage companies were getting big runs today, like Lehman, 300% winner for us from the chat room the other day. IMH got as high as a 20-day exponential today. That was at 57 cents. So, not a bad intraday move on craziness in the sector. If you would be looking to add this one, anywhere around 38 cents. Remember, this is high risk. This was a bailout package play. A lot of the banks and financials and mortgage companies were running big early in the day before news of an agreement came. now that it's stalled or possibly could get past, it might be a sell on the news thing. So, this is one of those things, in, out, in, out. SIRF got over $2 yesterday. Amazingly came back to support today. Just really a surprise here. Stops right now. I'd probably put stops at a $1.70. If they break that, then we'll just sit back and wait. I actually make it $1.67. Target is the 20-day exponential, so 195 plus on this one. Google phone rumor that these guys are the GPS chip that's in that hasn't been substantiated by the company yet, but this one moved big on huge volume yesterday, and then it's been walked down on low volume since that spike. So, not a whole lot of plays out there right now, given the market, but the couple I've thrown out there right now, the risk reward is pretty decent on them. Again, we remain high cash until this storm blows over. And that's it for the video tonight. I'll see you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Good night.